two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Pollard, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Gators offense will have the football first. It was close the last time these two got together, but the Gators nipped the Bayou Bengals in a memorable game.
They sure did, and they made the plays that they needed to make late in the game. These games between Florida and LSU are oftentimes so evenly matched because both teams have so much NFL talent. You just feel like it's going to come down to who has the ball last in this one.
Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things. This year throwing the football with that last completion. That now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Hits inside. It's Koo. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dorsey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buys a little time. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Just got rid of that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rush right in his face. Got his man. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes and a 300-yard day through the air.
And how much fun has it been watching this young man early this season as advertised? He was so special a year ago. And, David, you could really see all the work this guy has put in the offseason. He's playing at a different level early this season and certainly looking to continue that today.
And that's why this team's doing a lot of winning. And he's doing a lot of performing. Like, he's coming out the gates really, really strong. Got his team in position early on. Listen, you got to start fast. Then you get to the middle of the season. Impressed by the way he started this season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jackson going to throw it. On target. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quick give. It's Levis. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Long way to go on second down. They want to throw it. Left side is Hart. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
LSU lining up first and goal. Trying to run, it's Levis. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of this drive. Look out! He'll heave it deep. He's got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Out wide right, it's Poe. Turning it on at the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Going to the run, it's Koo. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6. They scored for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Follows his blocks. It's Levis. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. Got a little grass. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big...
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Jackson will throw. Right side, it's Warren.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, pressure's coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Makes the grab. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And the end pass lets this defense... Ball back to its own, great field position. Great place to start for this offense. Drops back on 1st down. Fires quickly. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coop. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coop. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Under pressure. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He's looking to pass. Rushes on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. The run inside. It's Levis. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback gets past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Driving forward, it's Levis. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run him again. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Hauls it in, and he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on him. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Powers forward. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. Trying to pound it in. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Snags it quickly on the left. That is not what they had in mind at all, and it's going to be a safety.
I have no idea what the receiver's thinking on that. You make the catch, you got to get north, you got to go down right away. You cannot run backwards into your own end zone. Heads up play by the safety. He just tracked him down and is like, bro, you're going to run backwards? Great. You just made my job easier. And they get the 2 points.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially
makes the grab in their space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Jackson will throw. They're all over him. Gets away, still looking. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The snap was to throw to start this drive. He's got an open man. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Was to throw on 1st. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Moving to his left. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him in the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you. This is a big key for us to win this game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jackson going to throw it. Finds his man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Gets open down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We check in with Holly Rowe.
LSU's head coach told me at the half, one of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Man, that's a big stop on.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. There he goes. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being
caught, and he's got room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to...
The ball pops out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for room. It's Levis. Maybe some room here. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trying to get started. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense and start this drive. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Look out! Quick catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going back to the ground. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown Tigers! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. RPO complete. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Wants to go up top on second down. Caught. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
There's some room. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the
fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Gators will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got the first down. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got an alley. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. Jackson will throw. Fakes the grab over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, trailing late. They've got to get to work here. Caught on the RPO. Down he goes.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got his man on the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Third and long coming up. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Tigers. Special teams proving to be special. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out wide right, it's Pope. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. At the 35, he's open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Coop. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. Quick step and go. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Offense working from the pistol. They want that clock to run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll pull it down. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the single back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Searching for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. In traffic, it's Dorsey. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Straight ahead, it's Koo. Nice move there. Enough to move the chains. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Fires left. It's caught. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and